If you're thinking about turning all those fallen branches and yard trimmings into useful mulch instead of dragging bag after bag to the curb, a good wood chipper can completely change the way you handle your property. Whether you've got a couple of fruit trees that need seasonal pruning or acres of wooded land that drop limbs after every storm, the right machine saves you time, effort, and a ton of frustration. I've put together 7 of the best wood chippers on the market right now, covering everything from compact electric models to serious gas-powered beasts, and I've left links to all of them in the description below. Let's dive in. First up is the super handy GBS020, and this thing is seriously impressive. It packs a full 7 horsepower gas engine into a surprisingly compact frame, which is why they call it a mini chipper, but don't let that fool you. The engine is full-size, delivering the same raw torque you'd expect from much larger machines. It handles branches up to 3 inches through the side chute and half an inch through the top hopper, and the adjustable discharge chute lets you aim the mulch exactly where you want it, anywhere from 90 to 145 degrees. Picture this. A storm just knocked down a bunch of oak limbs across your backyard. You fire up the super handy, feed the thick branches through the side chute, point the discharge straight into a utility cart, and skip the whole miserable rake and shovel routine entirely. The built-in inspection window makes it easy to check for blockages without taking anything apart. Because all that power is packed into a smaller frame, you will want to check the bolts and welds periodically, as vibration can work things loose over time. It also prefers dry, seasoned wood over fresh green material, so keep that in mind when planning your sessions. Now, if you'd rather skip the gas engine entirely, the Yur York electric wood chipper is going to blow your mind. This 15-amp machine spins at 4,000 revolutions per minute and uses SK5 high-carbon steel blades to achieve a 21-to-1 reduction ratio. That means 21 bags of yard waste become 1 compact bag of fine, compost-ready material. One of the coolest things about this chipper is the self-feeding action. Once a branch engages the blades, the machine actively pulls it in, so you're not standing there fighting to push everything through. It handles fresh, green material beautifully, which is a huge advantage compared to the super handy, which strongly prefers dry wood. The trade-off is capacity. You're limited to 1.8 inches in diameter, so this isn't the machine for thick structural limbs. But for regular pruning of fruit trees, shrubs, and decorative plants, the Yur York is an absolute powerhouse that produces incredibly fine mulch, perfect for thermal composting. Moving into heavier territory, the Great Circle USA GU0054 is built for serious volume. This 7 horsepower gas-powered 3-in-1 machine chips, shreds, and mulches, and it comes ready for optional accessories like a tow bar and a vacuum hose attachment. The side chute handles 3-inch branches with authority, while the top hopper takes care of leaves and lighter brush. Think of the property owner dealing with a bad ice storm across several acres. You hitch the tow bar to your ATV, haul the chipper out to where the debris fell, and process everything on the spot instead of dragging heavy limbs across the property. You can even broadcast the chips directly onto the ground as natural weed suppression. It is loud though, so quality ear protection is essential, and the top hopper works best when you feed material at a steady pace rather than dumping everything in at once. Compared to the super handy, the Great Circle USA offers extra versatility with the vacuum attachment option, making it a broader tool for properties dealing with both branches and massive leaf coverage. The Lawnmaster FD-1503 is the chipper for anyone who has ever sworn at a stubborn pull start on a cold morning. This 15-amp electric model starts with the push of a button every single time. It uses reversible 2-sided stainless steel blades that deliver a 14-to-1 reduction ratio, and when one side gets dull, you simply flip the blade over and you're back in business. The stainless steel resists rust far better than high-carbon alternatives, which is perfect if your chipper lives in a garden shed that isn't exactly climate-controlled. The mulch comes out a bit chunkier than the Yur York's 21-to-1 output, but that coarser texture is actually great for decorative ground cover that stays put in the wind. Just make sure you grab a heavy-duty 10 or 12 gauge extension cord to prevent voltage drop, which is easy to overlook but important for protecting the motor. The Earthwise GS70015 takes a clever approach to the mess problem. Instead of a soft collection bag that sags and blocks the discharge, this one uses a rigid 1.2 bushel bin that snaps into place as the base of the unit. It runs at 4,300 RPM on a 15-amp motor and handles branches up to 1.75 inches. The rigid bin is a genuine game changer for anyone who hates scattered debris. Imagine processing a dried-out Christmas tree in January right on your driveway. Every chip lands neatly in the bin, you slide it out, dump it around your garden beds, and your driveway stays spotless. It also has an internal safety roller, making it one of the safest options if you have curious kids around. The roller can slow things down with wet or leafy material, so this machine shines brightest with dry, woody debris. Compared to the Lawnmaster, the Earthwise trades a touch of flexibility for superior containment and tidiness. If noise is your biggest concern, the EWork EK-DT8401 deserves serious attention. This 15-amp chipper hits a class-leading 4,500 RPM and features a proprietary silent design that cuts noise by up to 40% compared to similar electric models. That's a massive difference if you're chipping on a Saturday morning in a neighborhood where people value their quiet. It processes branches up to 1.77 inches at a 15:1 reduction ratio, and here's what I love about this one. It ships with 2 extra SK5 replacement blades right in the box. Dull blades are the #1 reason electric chipper motors burn out prematurely, so having fresh ones ready to swap the moment performance dips means this machine is set up to outlast competitors where you'd need to order replacements separately. The IPX4 water resistance also means you can process rain-soaked or partially frozen branches without worrying about electrical issues. The output tends to be a bit more coarse than the Yur York's ultra-fine mulch, so keep that in mind if compost-grade texture is your priority. And finally, the Landworks LCE06 rounds out the lineup as a true heavy-duty workhorse. This 7-horsepower gas-powered 3-in-1 machine has a robust steel chassis and large pneumatic tires that roll easily across rough terrain. The side chute devours 3-inch hardwood using a heavy steel flywheel, while the top hopper uses free-swinging metal flails to smash lighter material until it passes through a sizing screen. The key thing to understand is that these two inlets work on completely different principles, so solid rigid branches always go in the side and loose dry material goes in the top. Once you nail that rhythm, this thing is relentless. For anyone managing a large rural lot or clearing land, the Landworks with the optional tow bar is about as capable as consumer-grade equipment gets, running all day on a tiny 0.7-gallon tank. So to wrap things up, if you want the finest mulch with zero engine maintenance, the Yur York is the clear winner with that 21:1 ratio. For noise-sensitive neighborhoods, the EWork's silent design makes weekend chipping stress-free, and the Lawnmaster is perfect for simple push-button reliability with rust-proof blades. If you need gas-powered muscle in a compact size, the Super Handy packs full-sized power into a garage-friendly footprint. For heavy-duty clearing on large lots, the Great Circle USA and the Landworks handle the toughest jobs day after day. And the Earthwise is the tidiest option, ideal if you want zero mess while you work. Links to all 7 are in the description, so check them out and find the right fit for your property. If this helped, hit subscribe so you don't miss the next one.